And there again, if you disagree with that, you have your own right to vote the way you want. But this is as far as it goes this year.
Right.
Right, Mark?
That's right.
This sets us up to be ready for our employees day 1, January.
Right.
So we're deciding on something for 2017?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And by necessity, it's going to be a budgetary item, so it's going to be part of our budget for going into 2017, correct?
We will know that after this meeting.
Yeah,
After the
that's what I'm
19th.
saying. I think it's important to know
Right.
all of the budgetary,
And we will.
concerns and what the
And
numbers
we will.
are. And I asked for that at the last meeting from John as a way to know, whether it's a good idea to continue with this broker.
Right.
So, I mean, I haven't seen any numbers from John.
None of us have.
Yeah, I didn't even see the
We will
numbers.
see that number.
Okay,
Well, we'll do that. Round table, beyond what we just said, anything on round table?
The community center will have in their 5K walk and run Saturday morning at 9 o'clock. And I'm going to try to run in again, survive it or not.
oh, come on with all that walking.
Yeah, I know, we should have, it should be a lot of fun.
The community center is having a run or walk, like you
Yes, sir.
said. But there is a 5K run, too.
And no walking allowed.
I won that damn thing years ago.
So that's the same
but,
day,
you
it's a
know,
very busy day.
I remember we went around the village twice, or
Oct-
2.5 times.
Okay, with that in mind, October the 22nd is Make a Difference Day. Keep that in mind in Mount Sterling. And on the 15th, you will be Making a Difference Day. And between now and the 22nd and from time on, we make a difference every day. If we do this, we make a difference every day. Keep that in mind. Some projects that we can do, and let's make a difference day, October the 22nd, between now and the 22nd, and the rest of the year. So I think that's kind of a theme, make a difference every day. Anything else on roundtable?
Yeah, you got a scholarship dinner tomorrow evening from
Right.
4 to 7, and the KPs will be frying fish Friday and Saturday for the festival.
Okay. I'd forgotten about the fish, Friday and Saturday. The scholarship dinner is $10 per, and it's ham loaf or roast beef. Mashed potatoes, gravy, whatever. Pie. This goes, and we're the group working on this. This makes a difference too, because the scholarship money stays in Madison Plains, and it goes to our students that are graduating, and that's making a difference. That's
It
a
certainly does.
fabulous.
I remember Frankie
Right. We all can share in
in 2007.
receipts from that our children have received from them. One thing, keep in mind, if you have time in the future, they need volunteers. They need more people on the committee. So anytime you want to work with the scholarship committee, let me know. I'll get you in contact with them. Okay, so that's it on roundtable. Anything else? I have adjourned the meeting. Now, for those that might want to do some public speaking, we'll go from that. Give you 3 minutes. Anyone?
Sure.
Come up to the mic, Bobby. Mic carry better.
I talk loud enough, so.
I know you will.
Bobby Little, I live in a village. I had a question, maybe you guys can answer at a later date.
Well, we've made a rule not to respond.
I said
but
a
we'll
later
listen.
date,
Go
maybe.
for it.
A little confused here on the drainage tiles at Mason Park. So they're wanting to, so they're already installed, gonna pack them down. But yet the resolution, for J-Car on drainage.
Right.
I don't know if that's the same or a
That
different
is the same.
project.
We passed it earlier, but we just made it official tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you. Jack's happy about that. Thank you, Bob.
Absolutely.
All right. Mr. Roach, you have something that you want to bring up at this time? Anything further?
I'm open to any questions.
If you have any questions to ask of him, now's your time.
I have,
We'll let you
and I do have
Come up
business
to the
cards. I'm
come
sorry.
up to the mic,
Okay.
microphone, and address. If anyone has any questions for,
I'll take any questions.
I'd be curious to know what you would do as a newly elected commissioner that you maybe don't think is being done by our current commissioners,
The
or
first
those that
thing,
are running for the election.
yeah, I believe the first thing I would do, or I intend to do, is the day after I'm elected, not the day after I'm sworn in, is to go up to the courthouse and start meeting with every other elected official, eyeball to eyeball, and talk with them about what we need to do and what needs to be done in the county. And reach out to them that way. And again, I'm a big believer in transparency. I think that the voters need to know what's going on in this county. And there's a lot of things that seem to be done in secrecy, or you get a little bit of an information in the paper and then you never hear about it again. So I would try to set up with the other elected officials some type of communication process with the paper, of course, to get the word out. I think that'd be my first priority. The second, along with that, is to get a handle on the fiscal structure, what's going on with the money in the county. It seems that there's been a lot of money committed in the out years that, in my opinion, I don't know how much has been committed, what the long-term liabilities are. Short-term, yeah, I think that, the budget is handled daily, properly. I'm not casting any aspersions on anybody. But I would be curious, and I think that voters would be curious as to what's happening out in with those long-term liabilities, and what we owe, and who's gonna pay it? So where are we gonna get the money to pay it?
Right.
I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
It seems like sometimes our village gets left out of a lot of the major things. Would you be willing for the help sometimes as you get to be commissioner to maybe bring a business, help bring a business or something
I
like
would
that?
love to do that. I would love to see, I think our future is our communities. We need to get back into and bring the commercial activity to the communities and rebuild the towns and get them going again. And I would love to do something like that. Now, whether I'll be successful depends on how well we can work together, but I'd love to do it.
Can I ask
Yes.
you something? And this was actually brought up, it was a good discussion I had up where I work, and it was a discussion about, since we're going into election, kind of integrating younger generations in, because I think there's this massive gap that's occurring, and I know that I've experienced it, and I'm sure the council has experienced it and other things, trying to reach not only younger voters, but kind of this younger demographic that you can't really consider even part of the middle class anymore, that they're kind of living home with their parents. There's nothing wrong with that, but and I think giving them an opportunity to kind of participate in these things, and in Mount Sterling especially, I mean, you have fantastic younger voters and people who participate, but I think sometimes they feel a little bit disconnected. Their jobs and their lives are busy, and is there discussion? Especially in Madison County, we're close to a big center. I mean, Columbus is huge and it's international, and you're home to like some of the biggest university. IOSU is now the largest university in the nation, and you have all of these resources, and you kind of have a county that, I mean, I drive 23 miles to work every day, and I work at OSU. So, it's kind of, are there plans to maybe kind of talk about how to enrich that? We have a great library here, and maybe pull in, I hate to say social media, but kind of help connect some of that and spend some money on finding ways to connect younger voters maybe to infrastructure, because I think it's being lost a little.
Those are great comments, and I agree with you. I would love to see a younger fella standing here.
Oh, I don't
If I could, I really would. And how do you get young people involved? And I think Mr. Timmons here had kind of hit on it. We've got to bring the jobs back to the areas, back to the communities if we can do it. And sure, we've got to start talking about it. And I'd be happy to join an advocacy group. If you had an advocacy group here, I would be here. You give me the time and date, and I would gladly join in that conversation.
One of the comments you made about things being done in secret. Now, if they're done in secret, how did you find out about it? Well, I mean, what are you referring to that was done in secret? See, that's what I'm saying.
Maybe I misspoke.
All right, I'm going to challenge you on that.
Yeah.
Because this council can bear witness, as the trustees can bear witness, you're always accused of doing something in secret.
Yeah. Okay.
So now, if it's secret, how did you find out about it?
Well, you do, as I said, something will come out in the paper. The decision has already been made, and I'll give you an example. The 2 wells that are being drilled up in the Golden Triangle.
Yeah, I know about them.
And you know how that was announced. The public didn't know about it.
Well,
It
I don't
came
know
out in
how,
the paper
I can't answer that.
after the decision was made. So, that's all I'm saying, is there are decisions being made that maybe I would like to see shared with the public beforehand.
Oh,
So
what?
it was shared with the public beforehand, so there could be a discussion, or maybe there is an objection to it. I don't know.
Exactly.
Well,
Anything-
I've worked with the county commissioners